and S. Two men, P and S, set off from a base arrow prospecting for oil. P moves 20 km on a bearing of 205 degrees, and Q moves 15 km on a bearing of 060 degrees. Calculate the distance of Q from P, A, and B, the bearing of Q from P. So let us put this into a diagram. The two men P and Q set off from a base R. So let's call this our base R. So they set off from R, searching from what? Crude oil. P moves what? 20 km on a bearing of 205 degrees. So we turn 205, which will be somewhere around this region. So we draw our line. This is 205. That's for P. How many kilometers? 20 km. Then Q moves what? 15 km on a bearing of what? 60 degrees. So let's assume here to be our 60 degree, something of this nature to be our 60 degree. We draw our 60 degree. So this will be what? This will be what? P. And this will be what? Q. So what we are asked to calculate is what distance between what? P and Q and the bearing. So what we simply know, we noted that here is what? 15 km. Arrow Q, the distance between arrow and Q is 15 what? Kilowatt meter. So let us transform this what? Diagram. Okay, this is what we have. We have what? This P, for P it turn 100 and what? 205 degree and move for what? 20 km. While Q turn what? 60 degree and move in what? 15 what? Kilometer. So this is what we are. Then we draw both points together to form a what? Triangle. Now what we are looking for is as follows: the distance PQ. But before we look at the distance PQ, let us get the angle inside this triangle. And let's get one angle inside the triangle because we need an angle. So this is a triangle. So let's get the angle inside the triangle. If this entire angle is 205 degrees, yes, if that entire angle is 205 degrees, from here down to here is 205 degrees, and we cut off this part that is not part of the triangle off. Look at it. This part is not part of the triangle, so we cut it out, and that part is 60 degrees. So if we cut it out, what will be the remaining angle inside the triangle? What will be the remaining angle? The remaining angle will be what? The total angle, which is what? 205 minus the 60 degrees. So if we subtract it, the angle inside the triangle is what? 145 degrees. So we say that R is equal to 145 what? Degree. So let me transform this. So that's what we have. So angle R, which is the side inside the triangle, is what? This entire angle minus the 60, which is what? 145 degrees. So now since we have gotten two angles, two sides, we have one side and one side, and an angle in between, what we simply apply here is the cosine rule, because the cosine said that you can apply is when two angles are given, two sides are given, and an angle in between, or the three sides are what? Given. So let's apply the cosine rule. So here will be lowercase r, here will be lowercase p, and here will be lowercase q. So this cosine will simply state that r square, which is what we are looking for now, the unknown side, is equal to p square minus q square minus 2pq. Let me do it again. R square is equal to p square plus q square minus 2pq. And we know that the value of our p is what? 15. So we have 15 square, and the value of our q is 20 plus 20 square minus 2 times 15 times 20 equals 145. So let's simply solve. The square of 15 is what? 225. The square of 20 is 400. Then 15 times 20 is 300 times 2 is what? 600. Then cos 145 is equals to minus 0.8192. So what we simply do at this level is to what? Simple arithmetic. 225 plus 400 is equals to 625. Then minus 600 times minus 0.8192 is simply 491.52. Then we add these two together, it will give us 1116.49 rather. So we are looking for r, not r square. So what we do, we take the square root of both sides. We take the square root of here and the square root of here. The square root of r square is what? R, which is r. Then the square root of 1116.49 is what? 33.4 kilometer. So the value of our r is what? 33.4 kilometer. So the distance between P and Q, the distance between P and Q is what? 33.4 kilometer. Then let's look for the bearing of Q from P. The bearing of what? Q from what? P, which is what? This angle. This what? Angle. So what we simply do is as follow. As follow. Look at it. Let me wipe my screen. Pay attention carefully. You know we have got this angle as this entire angle was 205. You remember this entire angle. Let me draw it very well. Yes, this entire angle is for 205. Now pay attention carefully. If that entire angle is 205, look at this. This is a straight line, which is not South Pole, and from here down to here is what? No, from here this movement is what? 180 degree, which is what? Angle on a straight line. Angle on a straight line is for 180 degree. Now we are looking for only this place. We are looking for only this region. Now this small region. No. This angle here, let me shade it. I think it's better now. So we're looking for that region. What we simply know is that the entire region is what? 205. The entire angle turned by P is what? 205. If we subtract 180 from it, we will get what? This little angle here, So what we simply do, let me wipe my screen very well. So if we subtract 205 from 180, we will obtain this little angle here, which is what we are looking for. So when we subtract it, we have it as what? 25 degree. That's 25 degree. Let me transform what I have said. Okay, look at it. It's better like this. Look at it. Look at it. Here is what? 180. Some of angle on a straight line. But if we extend it to this side, it will be what? 205, which was the bearing given, isn't it? So when we subtract what? When we subtract 180 from 205, we got it as what? 25, which is the value of B. So this B we are looking for is what? 25 degree. And we know that B is equal to A. This B is equals to A, which is A is equals to B. The reason that there are alternate what? Angle. Look at this is a straight line, not South Pole. This is another straight line, not South Pole. And this is a transcender. So this angle is equal to what? This angle. So A is equals to what? B. So we have gotten B as 25. So A is what? 25. So what is remaining is to get the value of theta. If we add the value of theta to the value of A, we have obtained the angle that is required of us, which is this entire word, this entire angle. So what we simply do now is to find what? Theta. And how do we obtain theta? Is to use sine rule. So if we have theta now, if we have the theta, we say that A plus theta is equal to the bearing of what? Q from P. So let's do that. So this is our diagram. So we know that 15 all over sine theta is equal to this angle here. Sorry, this is not angle per se. This side, which is 33.41, all over what? This angle in the triangle 145, which is this. So 15 all over sine theta is equal to 3341 all over sine 145. So what we simply do, we cross multiply as we did in the previous example. So when we cross multiply 15 with times sine 145, which is 15 times sine 145, and 334 sine theta, we multiply 334, which is 334 times sine theta, which is this. We are looking for what? Theta. So what we simply do, we eliminate the coefficient of sine theta, which is 334. We need to divide both sides. 334, we divide 334. What we have left is what? Sine theta. So 334 divided 334, we have sine theta left. Then sine 145 is 0.5736. Then times 15. So what we have here is this. So this one is simply equal to what? This. Now when we punch everything directly into our calculator, when we punch everything here into our calculator, when we punch these things into our calculator, what we have is 0.2575. What we are looking for is the sine. What we are looking for is what? Sine is a theta. So what we do, we divide both sides by the sine inverse, and the sine inverse of 0.2575 is what? 14.9 degree. So theta is equal to 14.9 degree. So to obtain our value, this angle, to obtain this angle, what we simply do, we will add the value of A, which is 25 degree, plus the value of theta, which is 14.9. When we add both of them together, it's approximately 40 degree. So that's the answer for that problem. So for your assignment, you will solve this for me. A courier bus travels from head office in Lagos to a town B, which is 210 kilometers away, on a bearing of 0.55 degree to deliver a mail. It then changes course and moves to its branch office, also in Lagos, on a bearing of 220 degree. If the branch office is directly east of the head office, calculate correct to three significant figures. A, the distance between the head office and the branch office. B, how far is town B from the branch office? Here I have a gift for the first student in science class and the first student in art class who will submit the correct answer. There's a gift for you. So thank you for being part of my class today. God bless you and have a nice day. Bye.